Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Football comes out. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Excellent field position here for the offense. There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line to run the hurry up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Important second down play coming up. As a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Defense is coming after him. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
3rd down play for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds. Incomplete.
Quarterback catches a break on this throw. He puts it up into traffic. The defender actually catches the ball, comes down out of bounds, or he would have had a pick.
And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Pulls it in. It's Aurora. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's past the 45. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Here comes a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. You've got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tough running there, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Second down and goal. Here's the option play. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he slings this pass over the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? He's at the 50. Across the 40. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. First down and 10. Ending off on the draw play. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. He's going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back in cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play at that corner.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The Florida offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On the run, he'll let it go. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And he's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. They're going to run it. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The secondary backed up off the ball now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. And the Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Bringing pressure. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding space at the 20. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
The Noles are in the red zone. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. Gators offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it from the gun. Powering right past the defender. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught quickly. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So second down after the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. No press coverage. The DB is backing up now. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back, and how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 20. Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Handoff to the fullback. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. They feed the fullback this time. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
They try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They'll run it to the left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Aurora. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Hands it off on the counter. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The offensive line really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Using his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Here's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Pressure is coming. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense. Coming off a huge gain, critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now play number 9 on this drive. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. Here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So after the go-ahead field goal, they get set to kick off, just need to prevent a big return here in the final seconds. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.